Hello, my darlings. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world as I am posting this. This will be labeled as November 2nd because I am posting it in time for November 2nd where I am in the world. But depending on where you are in the world, the 2nd may have already come and gone. Or you may stumble upon this video a few weeks, a few months from now. So I'm setting the intention this be a message for the next 24 hours from whenever you happen to find it. Happy birthday to the November 2nd babies. And happy birthday to anybody that if you just happen to be watching this on some random future date that happens to be your birthday. Card coming up here for the collective. Alrighty. Is Queen of Pentacles. It's a nice time of year for that Queen of Pentacles energy. Although I know it's not an earth sign season right now, but I'll get into that. So Queen of Pentacles could indicate success in business, success in finances. One of the keywords for this card is domestic goddess. So there is a sense of like comfort in the home. Like, you know, a nice home, a comfortable home. For me, in my readings, Queen of Pentacles tends to come up when there's a reassurance for you that there's going to be success in your work, or that if like maybe you're having trouble with finances, but that trouble's gonna pass and there's gonna be security. She comes up as a reassurance that there's going to be an improvement in your living arrangement or living situation, living environment, that you will be able to reach the goal of having a comfortable place to live, or that you will be able to purchase a home or buy land. So, or inherit or acquire or whatever it might be. A lot of the times in my readings, she comes in with a reassurance in this way. There's another aspect of the message for me in my readings, in that physical self-care is crucial for you right now. And that's why I was saying I feel like it's a kind of a good time of year for that aspect of the Queen of Pentacles energy. This is a good time to just kind of hunker down and get cozy. Create a sense of sanctuary for yourself in your home environment. This could be a good time to declutter. We have a full moon coming up on November 8th. It's going to be an eclipsed full moon. So this full moon energy will go for the next 6 months because of the eclipse. And full moons are a great time to release. And decluttering is a great way to release. A lot of people come to me for private readings and they're really wanting to heal. They're really wanting to release, and they don't know how to do it. And they're like, well, I don't know where I'm going to find a good energy healer, or I want to, go overseas and do like plant medicine or, ayahuasca or something, but I don't know how I'm ever going to manifest that money. And so they think that they can't heal because they can't have some elaborate ritual or some elaborate ceremony. Now, I'm not putting any of those things down. I think that being able to work with an energy healer, being able to work with a shaman, is a wonderful privilege to have that privilege. But just because you can't do that, it doesn't mean that you can't clear or that you can't release. There's a lot of DIY ways that you can do it, and your body wants to do it. So it's going to happen quite naturally. And one of the simplest ways that we can begin is by decluttering, okay? Or just going through our belongings and seeing, like, does this make me think of a certain time in my life that makes me sad? Does this make me think of something that makes me feel bad about myself, or something that makes me feel stuck? Is it Marie Kondo? She has the thing of like, hold an object, and if it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it. That is a good concept, but obviously there might be some things that you can't just get rid of, right? There's some things you need. Like you might hold a dinner plate and it's not bringing you joy, but you need your dinner plates. Or you might hold something somebody gave you, maybe something you inherited, or something passed down the family, or like or like a photo album or something, and maybe that's not giving you joy. But we can't just get rid of certain, and you could, but sometimes we feel like we can't. But say there's things that make you sad, like maybe there's family photos that make you sad, or maybe there's things that you inherited that you have and you look at it and it makes you sad, but you're not ready to give it away. You're not ready to give it to somebody else, or you're not ready to donate it or throw it out. You can box those things up and put them away somewhere where you can't see them. I just, as energy's sake, I like to say if it's possible not to store it in your bedroom, don't. Like, don't put it under your bed or in your bedroom closet if there's somewhere else you can put it. And keep in mind, if you're putting it outside or like in a garage or a basement or something, you might want to make sure it's packed up nice so that it doesn't get water damaged or critters don't get into it. So then later on, you're like, oh my gosh, it's deteriorated or it's destroyed. You want to maybe avoid that. But this is a good time to just clear out space and have your space, even if you're sharing space with other people, whatever aspect that you have that you can say, this is my space, to make that space your sanctuary, to make that space your haven. Okay. And I know sometimes we can't do things, I've had some living arrangements where I've lived in some places that were very depressing looking and very run down. And there was only so much that I could do to make it look pretty or make it look nice. And it was kind of depressing to look around at like that atmosphere. But that's why things like I've said in a previous video, music, right? Lighting. I just got different colored light bulbs and I would just think this color makes me feel this way and this is how I want to feel. And I would put in that light bulb in my room or in my space. So whatever you can do to just create a sense of comfort, a sense of bliss, a sense of peace, making sure you're getting good quality sleep, making sure you're eating good, healthy food that you enjoy eating. If you hate broccoli and you're like, well, I'm going to eat healthy and take care of myself, and you go to the store and buy a bunch of broccoli because broccoli's healthy, you're going to be miserable and you're not doing yourself a favor. There's a lot of other things you could eat that are healthy. Maybe you really like spinach. Maybe you really like berries. Maybe you really like something else, You don't have to make it a punishment. So just doing things in a way that are taking care of you, that are making you feel good, that are keeping you in joy. Treat yourself as you would a guest in your home, right? You're gonna give yourself, if you have somebody over and you really like that person and you want them to be comfortable, you want them to visit again, or you want to date them or marry them or whatever, you're gonna give them a certain level of care. You have to do the same for yourself. When you prepare a meal, make it look nice, make it look pretty. Give yourself a comfortable place to sit. Give yourself some entertainment to enjoy, whatever that might be. Treat yourself in that way. Give yourself some hospitality. These are ways that we ground ourselves. We begin engaging with the physical environment. This keeps us in our body. It keeps us grounded, and it opens us up to receive. Right? Anything that makes it feel good to be in your body, pajamas, lotions, bed sheets that feel good on the skin, bubble baths, like really just take your time and enjoy your shower, whatever that you can do to just make it feel like I'm feeling really good in my physical space. I'm feeling really good in my body, because this is going to go a long way in your manifesting, in your grounding, in your deservingness. It also kind of helps when if you're kind of like feeling disconnected, right? If you just kind of feel disconnected from the environment, or you're feeling like disconnected from other people, if you can get into this energy of practicing being in your body and consciously interacting with your physical environment, it becomes a little easier to connect. It becomes a little easier to feel like, okay, I'm here, I'm engaging, I'm a part of this moment too. to just kind of come back down to earth, so to speak. This could be also an earth sign person. We are gonna be coming into the full moon in Taurus on the 8th, even though it's Scorpio season. So some of you really may be feeling that Taurus vibe, that Taurus energy. And Taurus is all about the home, all about, nice things. And so some of us maybe are thinking about that. And keep in mind, you can have nice things and not spend a ton of money. You can repurpose things. You can get a good deal on things that are used. You can take things you have and fix them up. You can rearrange stuff. You don't have to break the bank. So this could be a good time to just kind of bring a sense of beauty into your life and into your environment. And it can be just as simple as clearing away clutter, giving your place a nice wipe down, a nice clean through. Maybe you want to sage or smudge or bring your crystals or play your music that sets the vibe, and just create that atmosphere in your space, in your apartment, your studio, your house, your bedroom, your half of the room, your side of the room, the place where you're sleeping, if you're like couch surfing, like whatever you can do to create a sense of ambiance with what you have, right? Sometimes we might not have a lot of physical space. As I said, I've been in those situations and it was more of a mental thing, setting the state of mind. But if you do have space to work with, then, honor that space. Be grateful for the space you have, even if it's not where you want to be right now, because some people don't even have that. Now, am I telling you, oh, just be happy and suck it up and deal with it because it could be worse? That's not what I'm telling you. But in order to get out of it and go to something even better, you have to be in that energy. You have to be in that vibe. And I've said it before. Some of you maybe didn't hear the message. It's like when you mentally, emotionally, spiritually can rise above a situation, then your body is going to follow. If you can leave the situation mentally, emotionally, spiritually by raising your vibration and being in the feeling that you're wanting to feel, the universe is going to respond, and physically you're going to find yourself in a location that matches your new vibration. It's happened to me. I'm telling you, it works. So as I said, setting that state of mind and doing that with your current space. And then before you know it, you're manifesting this move. You're manifesting this upgrade. But right now is a good time to try to make as much use of the space that you do have. And when I say as much use, I don't mean fill it up with a bunch of stuff and go all crazy and do renovations. I just mean enjoying it, being able to enjoy it as much as you can, and have a sense of sanctuary, have a sense of like a safe haven. And I cannot emphasize enough how much music or entertainment goes such a long way in the atmosphere of the home. It goes such a long way. I know a lot of people like scary movies, right? But if you're watching scary movies and there's screaming and there's chaos and like that energy lingers in the space. If you really feel like you want to watch a scary movie, fine. Maybe you want to do some clearing after. Maybe you want to sage or change the tone and get like a lighter energy in after. The music you're listening to, the movies you're watching, the books you're reading, are they aligned with the energy of what you want in your life? Sometimes we need to listen to certain music or watch certain things because it helps us get things out of our system, but then we want to come back up. We don't want to stay in that low place. It can serve its purpose, and now we got to come out of it. Now we got to rise out of it. And to me, that's what the Queen of Pentacles is about in your space, rising out of that. You might have moments that you need to put on the sad songs or the angry music and get it out of your system. Okay, it's out of my system. Let me clear this energy, right? Let me do my prayers, my meditations. Let me light my incense or burn my sage. Let me take a sea salt bath, something. Let me cleanse and clear the air now. I got it out of my system, and now let's bring in what we want to feel. Let's bring in the vibe of what we want to call in. Okay? And so using your space for that purpose. To replenish yourself, to ground yourself, to fill yourself up before you go out and you face the responsibilities of the next day. So maybe this can be helpful for some of you, and we can embrace the Taurus energy of the full moon in Taurus that's coming up, and we can create our physical reality in a way that we enjoy, that is pleasant to us. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I hope you'll have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Hopefully you'll come back and check out tomorrow's message. Take care and be well, my darlings. Bye.